Hello folks. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to scrape data from websites in order to basically do data analysis, extracting valuable insights from data, or building some machine learning models if the data is huge. So essentially, trying to get the data or scrape data from these websites in order to use it for or building the machine learning models on top of that data. So this is one of the way of extracting data, and when the data sources involved are websites, this is one of the method which we can use to get the data. So in the previous videos, I covered extracting data from MongoDB database, right? Which was a NoSQL database. But this time, I'm going to scrape the data from websites. So I would be creating a Python data frame, and would be storing the scrape data in that data frame. So we are actually still in obtain phase of data science or ROSM framework. So as I told you, we covered requirement analysis, and then we moved on to obtain phase of data science life cycles ROSM framework. Okay. So, folks, this is Nitin, who is on the mission to democratize the artificial intelligence, big data, Hadoop, cloud computing, and blockchain to the entire world. And with this aim, I'm creating the associated content and publishing it on periodic basis, in order to make it available for the entire community who wants to learn these modern technologies. You can subscribe to my channel or press the bell icon to keep on getting the latest updates regarding the hottest technologies of 21st century. And you can also follow me on Twitter at the link given in the description section. And I have also added in fact some few subtitles in languages like Hindi, English, and French for your convenience. So you can enable them as per your needs. So if you're, if you own or work with the, e-commerce companies, then you're already aware that online data is of vital importance for your e-commerce company, right? And you can see, that data on your, on your own websites or company's website or your competitors' websites or competitors' websites, right? So the question is, how will you download it in a usable format? How will you download that particular kind of website data in a usable format? And most people would be able to, only copy and paste it manually. So ideally, I mean, not ideally, uh, traditionally people do these kind of activities to get the data from websites. However, it is not feasible to do it for large websites with hundreds of pages. So we utilize a method called web scraping, which saves you the trouble of manually downloading or copying any data, and that kind of automates the whole process. So with the help of web scraping, you can extract data from any website, no matter how large is the data on your website. So let's get started. So in order to use or in order to scrape the data from the website, we use a library of Python library called Beautifulsoup, right? So first of all, we need to install the Beautifulsoup package using pip install Beautifulsoup 4 LXML. So I will be using New York Times website for our tutorial, and then later on I will be using some ESPN sports data to extract the table data from websites, right? So the New York Times website which I'm talking about is this one. So this is New York Times website from which I would be scraping the data. So you can see that data is in different ways. You can see that there are paragraphs involved. There are some anchor tags or links as well available. So all sort of data is available on this website, right? So we'll be web scraping this data. So without further delay, let me open the Jupyter notebook. Okay, so this is my Jupyter notebook, and I need to first of all include some important libraries here, right? So let me do that. Okay, so first library is so so I've already actually installed these libraries, so I need not to do it again. But if in case you don't have it, you have to import these libraries. Okay, so import bs4, which is Beautifulsoup library, as bs. Okay, and then I will be importing a very important library called request libraries. Okay, so this request library is nothing but it is used, to interact with. So it is kind of interacting with the REST APIs. Utilizing methods like post, get, post, uh, all those sorts of REST API related methods we can use. So post is to post the data on the website, and get is to receive the data from the server. So URL lib.requests, okay, request, and then after that, so let me run this cell first. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically uh, take the URL of the website. So let us say, uh, so I will be typing the code like URL lib dot request dot URL open, and then here I would be including the link of the website, which is this New York Times. So just copy paste the New York Times website link and then read. Okay, and then press enter here. Okay, so now we have included the data of this website in this link called src. So basically we are kind of opening this New York Times link through this particular piece of code. Okay, so URL open says open this link, this particular link, okay, and read it. Okay, and the value is getting stored in this particular variable src. Okay, so what our code returns essentially is the HTML source. Okay, so this website has so if you right click on it, you will see the, if you click on view page source, you will see this entire source code. Okay, so you can see this particular source code for this website, right? So for this New York Times website, okay, and this is the source code, right? So this particular code returns the source code of this website, and that source code gets stored in this variable. Okay, so this particular code, this entire source code of the website gets stored in this variable, and this particular code uh, basically extract that source code. Okay, so the next one is, so the next step is to basically convert this particular piece of code into a Beautifulsoup object. Okay, and how can we create the Beautifulsoup object? We can type something like bsoup, let us say, equals to bs dot beaut by Beautifulsoup, and then we will include the src, which is this variable, and then the parser. Okay, so the parser is lxml. Okay, so here we have these two parameters. One, the variable which stores the source code of the website, and then there is a parser. Okay, so you could use another parsers like html. Okay, html5 basically, so you could use those kind of other parsers as well. So let's run this cell. And now the next step is, so let's print the content of this particular variable bsoup. Okay, print bsoup. Okay, so you can see that it contains the entire source code here, right? So this is the entire source code of the website. You can verify here. So this doc type HTML, right? Here you can see doc type HTML tag. So entire source code came into this particular uh, variable, okay, and this particular code basically, right? Now you can basically print the title of this particular website as well. So type print bsoup dot title. Okay, you would see the title of this website here. You can see it, but you can see that there are some title tags as well, right? Here you can see the title tag. So if you just want to print the text version, only this piece, that is this piece, the text version, then what you can do is you can just type te suffix text. Okay, so you can see now only the text version of the title. Okay, so this is the way you can do it. So if you want to get all the URL links of this I mean given on this particular website, you can get those URL links as well, all the URL links in fact. And the way we write the code is something like this: for link, let us say, in bsoup, which is our object, beautiful soup object, and then there is a method called find all. Okay, and since URLs are represented by a or anchor tag, we will mention a here. A represent anchor tags here. Okay, and then next one is to print basically link dot get, and then the out of that anchor tag we just want href, which are the particular links. Okay, so we just want to print those, right? And as I told you here, a is the anchor tag, okay, containing the link or URL, and href is the reference to that link. Okay, href is the reference to the link. I repeat, a is the anchor tag containing the URL for that particular the link of that URL, and then href is the reference to that URL, okay, or link. So let's print it, and perfect, you can see all the URL or links came up here, right? So this is the way we get all the URL links. Okay, now if we want to print, let us say, the first paragraph, okay, we can also print the first paragraph using this particular code. Okay, like print bsoup dot p represents paragraph. Okay, so this will show you the first paragraph, and which is this paragraph. Okay, you can see here. And if in case you want to print all the paragraph, then you can just again use find all method, right? So print bsoup dot find all underscore all, and then all the paragraphs. So if we print that, you can see all the paragraphs came up here, present on that New York Times web page. Okay, so next up is, okay, so next up is, so we actually printed the paragraph here, right? But let's say you just want the text inside this paragraph, right? So you can get the same using this particular piece of code. Okay, so print and then get text. And obviously I need to include it in parentheses. Okay, and then get text. All right. Okay, so oh yes, I forgot dot find. Okay, none type use find. Oh my god, I'm misspelling. Okay, so here it is. Okay, so just the text out of that paragraph. Now if you want text out of all these paragraphs which are given here, so just the text portion of, because you can see these tags here, right here, these tags, so these are kind of, we don't want it for our analysis purpose, right? So how to get rid of these tags and only get the text out of that paragraphs? So we can type something like so p tags equals to b soup dot find underscore all, and then p. Okay, and then so once we store all the, so using this code we are kind of fetching all the paragraphs, right? And then after that, once we find all the paragraphs, then we'll actually include a for loop to individually get the individual, basically getting all the individual paragraphs. So we will utilize for loop here. Okay, so for p in p tags print p dot txt, because we just want the text version of it, right? So print, and you can see that all the paragraph statements are here. There are no tags given here now. No p tags are here, no paragraph tags are here, only text for all the paragraphs, so you can utilize it for your analysis purpose. Basically we use these kind of analysis, or we fetch this kind of data for doing some natural language processing related stuff, right? So fetching all these, so let us say if a website has some reviews given, just like Amazon has reviews given by users, so you can fetch all the reviews in the form of paragraphs like these, and then you can do all sorts of natural language processing related create some models related to natural language processing, like topic modeling, sentiment analysis, all those sorts of natural language processing related analytics you can do using these textual based data. Okay. Lastly, we can basically see here in the next section to scrape the table values given on a specific web page. Okay, so the table on a web page is represented by a table tag. Okay, and there is a tr tag in between the table tag which represents the row values, right? And within the tr tag we have th tag which actually represents the header, and then there is a td tag representing the table data or individual cell values. Okay, so we are interested in pulling the data given in td tag, which are basically individual cell values, because that is the data which can be utilized for analysis for deriving some insights. So for this, I will be, we will define the table first by writing the code and I will be utilizing the previous code to basically utilize the ESPN.com statistics data of NBA players. Okay, so I will be utilizing that link. Okay, so let me show you first the NBA. This is the link I'm talking about. Okay, so this is the table I'm going to fetch. Okay, and if you inspect this particular web page, okay, so let's inspect it, and if you just give me a moment, so let me inspect here. Just click on any part of this particular table. Okay, and on the right hand side you would be able to see the different kind of tags. So you can see there is a table tag here, right? So this table tag is the highest level tag. okay, which represent the entire table. Now if you scroll down, you will see the tr tag. So there is a t body tag which contains the body of this table, and then there is a tr tag. So I told you that table tag contains various tr tags. So this is the tr tag, and inside this tr tag, right, you can see the td tags. Okay, so there is this td tag which actually represent this rk column. Okay, then there is a player, team, right, and similarly we have different td tags as well. Okay, here there is a gp, correct. So these are the individual cell values which are represented by td. Okay, and tr is the row. So tr represents the entire row and td represent each individual cell value. Okay, and as I told you earlier, I would be utilizing the previous code to fetch this data. Okay, so let me utilize this code. Okay, and also this one. Okay, and let's include this particular link here. So instead of New York Times, I will include this. Okay, and then what do we want? We want the table, right? So we will type something like b soup. Sorry, tbl equals to b soup dot find, and find what? Table. Okay, so let me run this cell. So this is successful. Now what we want? The tbl rows. Okay, so for finding out the table rows, we'll type tbl dot find all, and find all what? tr tags, because those are the rows only. Tr tags represent each individual row, so we will include tr tag here, right? So this particular variable tbl rows contains the tr tags, right? So now out of these this particular tr tag, we want individual cell values or the td values, okay, which represents each cell. So for that, I would be typing code like, so we will be utilizing a for loop. So for tr in tbl rows, and then what do we want? We want all the cell values, individual cell values. So td equals to tr dot find underscore all, and then td. Okay, and then we'll say row equals to I dot text, so the text value of that particular cell. Okay, for I in td. Okay, and then we will see, or we will print the row value. Let's see. Perfect. So now you can see the individual row values here, right? So you can cross verify on this particular, say the Russell Westbrook OKC 2337.5, right? So Russell Brook OKC 237.5. So you got all the entire table data here, right? But this is in list form, right? So the if you type the data type of this variable called row, you will see that it is a list. So now you have to convert this list data into a data frame, and for that you can utilize, very well utilize, pandas data frame. So this is a homework for you guys. Try to convert this list data, okay, into the data frame, and that's going to be a homework for you. So you can very well try that, right? All right, but I can show you there is another way. Basically you can create the data frame out of this table, okay, utilizing pandas data frame, okay, directly. So that's a direct way of extracting the our scraped data, or I would say directly extracting the data using the pandas data frame. So I'm not going to convert this list data into data frame, rather I'm just directly going to extract the data using pandas data frame. Okay, and the way I'm going to do that is, so first of all let me import the pandas data frame. So import pandas as pd. Okay, and then next one is I will initialize a variable called data, which will store the table data. This, I'm talking about this data. Okay, this entire table data in a data frame form. Okay, pandas data frame form. Right. So this is the shortest method I'm showing you here. So we will utilize the method called read HTML. Okay, here. So read HTML is just similar to read CSV, read underscore CSV, through which we read the CSV data. So in this way, in the similar manner, we can read the HTML data using this read underscore HTML method. Now include your this link. Okay, so you can include this link, and then you can include one for loop. So for df in data, okay, print df. Let's see what it perfect. So you can see that the data frame contains the data in this tabular form, okay, or data frame form. Okay, so you can very well say that each there are individual columns rk, player, team, gp, mpg, showing the corresponding data here, right? Perfect. So this is the way we actually which through which we can scrape the website data, and there might be certain huge tables, so you can very well scrape those tables present on websites, right? So I showed you two ways here. One is to basically scrape the data, individual cell values and the row values, which are extracted as lists, and now you have to convert this list into data frame. Another one is to directly extract the data using the pandas read underscore html method, like this. Okay, and now you can utilize this data frame to further analysis. So folks, this is it for this video. To conclude, we learned about what is web scraping, and also learned about how to scrape data pertaining various elements or tags like anchor, paragraph, and tables in order to use such data in building machine learning model or doing some data analysis. So here is today's question. Okay, and the question is, so have you come across any situations where you wanted to use website data for analysis purpose, and what were the techniques you incorporated to extract such data? Please share your comments in the comment section given below. And if you're watching this video and you're not already a subscriber to our channel, consider clicking on that little subscribe button. And in case you have already subscribed, then click on bell icon to receive the notifications whenever I will release the new video. So thanks for hanging out with us, guys. I will be covering the next topic in the upcoming video. So thank you.